nasa website ninyo, including this, you first denied, sabi nga nyo, hindi kayong gumawa, pero nakapost sa inyo. I will show to you para hindi naman magkapahiyaan.
Opo.
Pero, this is the person that actually, part ng DepEd eh.
Your Honor, in fact, after the executive committee held recently, that's part of the directive for us to review that document, including the references, Your Honor.
You told me that what I showed you was not part of DepEd. Siya ang gumawa, taga DepEd. So, yun ang problema eh. I can show you, para hindi naman kapahiya. You can come over, I can show you the name.
Yes, Your Honor.
Sunod-sunod, from the back. Sino yung mga nasa likod na bumubulong sa inyo na hindi totoo yung sinabi ko na part ito ng DepEd? Kung sino, I mean, eto, you can flip through it. DepEd, Senior Education Program Specialist, Curriculum Standards Development Division, Bureau of Curriculum Development, DepEd Central Office sa taga DepEd eh. Yes, Yusek Javier.
Your Honor, that document came from us, but the source document is a presentation coming from a third party, Your Honor.
Correct, but you adopted it. Kasi nasa ano na niya eh, nasa ano niyo na eh.
It would appear, Your Honor.
Yes,
I cannot deny that, Your Honor.
Pati yung mga nabubulong sa likod, huwag nyo pinapalabas, nandito ang media, papalabasin ninyo na fake news. Ito, it's right here. Kasi gusto ninyo palabasin na ang ginagawa nyo lang is DepEd Order 31 na pag pinakita parang napakasimple. But actually, may iba kayong issuances eh, which complicate the matter, which dinonormalize niyo yung CSE, which is not yet an approved, wala pa hong CSE Act.
Why now? Why do we have to follow the Western ideology? Why should we, Mr. Chair? And that is what I'm trying to say now. Look, in 2004, I fought the approval of the Reproductive Health Bill. Why? Do you know why? Because I know it will come to this eh. Mangyayari ito eh. And during my time, hindi na-approve ang Reproductive Health Bill. Hindi na-approve yan. Until such time na hindi na ako congressman, na-approve, naging batas yan. Alright? Now, bakit kinakailangan nating sundin ang Western ideology tungkol dito? Why are we not making important Filipino culture and Filipino tradition and our own religiosity? If you're going to study, Mr. Chair, yung mga members ng UNESCO, yung mga yan, most of them are actually atheists. They do not believe in God just like we do. Why do we have to follow Western ideology when it comes to this, Mr. Chair? I'd like to find out from you. I know that you're just doing your job.
Alam niyo ho, yun yung problema eh. Chair Abante, you still have the floor, Chair Abante, but let me just interject. That is the problem with what DepEd is doing. Ang pinapalabas ninyo sa media at sa mga gusto nyong i-please na Department Order 31, walang napaka-innocent na walang ginagawa. But iba-iba rin po yung mga linalabas ninyo. Like this one, don't tell me this is the first time you saw this. Sa website rin po ninyo nanggaling to eh. Hindi lang po, Chair Abante, hindi lang nila tinuturo ang body parts kasi meron ditong intimacy. Ito po clustering K to grade 3 core skills. Meron pang intimacy and reproduction. I mean, including sexual body. I mean, talaga ano po eh. Yan ang problema eh. Pag kaharap ninyo ang media o yung mga, I guess, those that you're trying to please, pinapalabas nyo, napaka-inosente nung ano nyo. But the word sexuality itself has such a big connotation and definition under UNESCO eh. And you keep on insisting on using that term. When all the, and your basis always sinasabi nyo sa amin is RH Law 2012, which is reproductive health, hindi sexuality. So it's really sex education. Pero again, I just want to point that out kasi iba rin yung binabasa ni Chair Abante. Nagaling rin raw sa inyo. Tapos meron kayong mga dinala dito na magsasabi mamaya na na-consult nyo sila. You will not fool us.
As like you made a statement. You made a statement a moment ago that you are teaching the sexual body parts among the kindergarten students.
Body parts lang po.
Body parts in general.
Yes po.
So what do you mean ng body parts in general?
The visible body parts po, yung mukha, katawan, pero nothing really particular po. Identification.
No. Let me be clear. No, you're teaching sex body parts. So I would like to find out, how do you teach that, Mr. Chair?
ASEC, could you be clearer on that matter?
Mr. Chair, it's just identification of general body parts, the ones that they see. So mata, mukha, pisngi, tenga, mga ganun po.
So not necessarily sexual body part.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And according to Mr. Chair, to Yusek Cabier, you have been teaching this long before the DepEd Order number 31.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay, Mr. Chair. Now, when you received that DepEd Order number 31, what are you teaching now?
The same din po. It's the same. Like we said, we're not changing anything in our curriculum. We're just mapping the competencies that we think that will help them understand comprehensive sexuality education in the long run. So these are foundational and fundamental knowledge po that they need to establish.
Well, Mr. Chair, as I understand comprehensive sexuality education, hindi kasama yung body parts ng eyes and ears dyan. Sexual yan.
Yeah.
Am I right?
We're talking about foundational po, Mr. Chair, kasi by grade 4, doon po nalalaman yung...
What are we doing here? We're trying to change terminologies here? What I'm saying is this. This is a comprehensive sexuality education. Di ba? So you're telling me now na itinuturo nyo yung mata, yung ilong, yung... Are those sexual body parts? They're not. Hello, Mr. Chair.
Xavier?
I will answer.
Yes.
Yes, I agree with Representative Abante. Yes, Your Honors, that's correct. The body parts are not connected to sexuality education.
So what we are after here is you teaching sexuality education. That's what we are after here, Mr. Chair. Now, according to Comprehensive Sexuality Education K-12 Curriculum Guide, ibig sabihin, nagsisimula ng kindergarten yan, di ba? So, you integrated this, or sabi mo nga kanina, hindi integrated, kundi ano yun? Align. You align this to the science subjects, am I right?
Eventually, yes, Mr. Chair. Wala pong science sa kinder to grade 2.
Okay, now look ano yung core messages dito? The human body and development. In the human body and development, Mr. Chair, it says here, sexual and reproductive parts are vital parts of the body. Yan nakalagay sa core message ninyo. The body parts can be described using the different sense organs. Different people have different bodies and capacities, including of the sexual body parts. I'd like to find out, Mr. Chair, in what grade you are teaching this?
ASEC?
Mr. Chair, I don't remember putting that in our curriculum anywhere.
Well, it
Yung
says right here.
identifying the body parts using the senses, we don't have that in the curriculum po.
Says right here, core messages.
Alam niyo ho, yun yung problema eh. Chair Abante, you still have the floor, Chair Abante, but let me just interject. That is the problem with what DepEd is doing. Ang pinapalabas ninyo sa media at sa mga gusto ninyong i-please na Department Order 31, walang napaka-innocent na walang ginagawa. But iba-iba rin po yung mga linalabas ninyo. Like this one. Don't tell me this is the first time you saw this. Sa website rin po ninyo nanggaling to eh. Hindi lang po, Chair Abante, hindi lang nila tinuturo ang body parts kasi meron ditong intimacy. Ito po clustering K to grade 3 core skills. Meron pang intimacy and reproduction. I mean, including sexual body. I mean, talaga ano po eh. Yan ang problema eh. Pag kaharap ninyo ang media o yung mga I guess those that you're trying to please, pinapalabas nyo, napaka-inosente nung ano nyo. But the word sexuality itself has such a big connotation and definition under UNESCO eh. And you keep on insisting on using that term. When all the, and your basis always sinasabi niyo sa amin is RH Law 2012, which is reproductive health, hindi sexuality. So it's really sex education. Pero again, I just want to point that out kasi iba rin yung binabasa ni Chair Abante. Nagaling rin raw sa inyo. Tapos meron kayong mga dinala dito na magsasabi mamaya na na-consult nyo sila. You will not fool us. Chairman Abante, you have the floor.
Yeah, for example, like Mr. Chair, content standards nakalagay dito. The learners demonstrate understanding of the parts and functions of the sense organs. I'd like to find out, what are those sense organs? You see, masyadong deceptive itong sinasabi nyo rito eh. This is deceptive. What are those sense organs? Performance standards. The learner should be able to practice healthful habits in taking care of the sense organs. What are the healthful habits in taking care of the sense organs? I'd like to understand that, Mr. Chair.
ASEC or USEC? Pakipaliwanag. Kasi nga ano eh, iba yung sinasabi ninyo, yung pinapalabas ninyong parang very innocent yung department or the third one. Pero ang dami kayong ibang issuances rin eh.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. And then you insist on still using sexuality, comprehensive sexuality education when sexual education lang ang RH law.
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honors, for the sense organ is the 5 senses. So for the sight, it's eyes. For hearing, ears. For touch, it's the skin. And the others, Your Honors, it's not connected to sexuality, Your Honors.
Mr. Chair, I believe during your time, wala itong comprehensive education, di ba? When you were studying in the elementary.
I can't remember. Wala pa po. Opo, wala pa po.
No?
Wala po.
Wala
Opo.
pa. So, pero at that time, na wala pa itong comprehensive sexual education, you're not guilty of teenage pregnancy, are you?
Oh, no, Your
That's
Honor.
what I'm saying. What I'm saying. We did not have this during my time. But we were not guilty of any teenage pregnancy. Why now? Why do we have to follow the Western ideology? Why should we, Mr. Chair? And that is what I'm trying to say now. Look, in 2004, I fought the approval of the Reproductive Health Bill. Why? Do you know why? Because I know it will come to this. Mangyayari ito eh. And during my time, hindi na-approve ang Reproductive Health Bill. Hindi na-approve yan. Until such time na hindi na ako congressman, na-approve, naging batas yan. Alright? Now, bakit kinakailangan nating sundin ang Western ideology tungkol dito? Why are we not making important Filipino culture and Filipino tradition and our own religiosity? If you're going to study, Mr. Chair, yung mga members ng UNESCO, yung mga yan, most of them are actually atheists. They do not believe in God just like we do. Why do we have to follow? Why do we have to follow Western ideology when it comes to this, Mr. Chair? I'd like to find out from you. I know that you're just doing your job. Di ba? You're just doing your job. But let me tell you this. You also have some moral values to follow, even if you try to do your job. And I would think that when you have those moral values, even employees of the education that are following this, Mr. Chair, should reject this when it comes to your moral values and cultural background.
Who will respond? And also, when you respond to the query of the Honorable Abante, pakidagdag na rin ng sagot. Since ang sinasabi nyo sa amin talaga nung huling committee meeting, reproductive health law, ang basis ninyo, who introduced the term CSE? Na wala pa namang, well, there is no CSE Act. There is no such thing. Sino sa DepEd ang nag-isip na introduce yung term na ito at ginawa pa ninyong basehan para amendahan yung curriculum po ninyo? Please respond, but include what I also added.
Your Honor, I'll answer your question, and I've asked the undersecretaries also. I'll be honest with you, Your Honor, I do not know who introduced the concept, the term comprehensive sexuality education in DepEd, Your Honors. But I'll quickly check, Your Honors, and I'll respond to your question, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair,
Mr. Chair,
Can I be recognized, Mr. Chair?
Let me first recognize, acknowledge the presence of the Honorable Plato, but the floor is still with Chairman Abante. After Chairman Abante, I will recognize the Honorable Plato. Chairman Abante,
you, Mr.
please
Chair.
wrap up so that we can also.
okay. Mr. Chair, just like what Yusek Javier said, he did not actually know. All right? So therefore, this comprehensive sexuality education, which is actually, in opposition of the reproductive health law, should not be taught among our K to 12 students, Mr. Chair. Tingnan nyo, nakalagay dito parts and functions. Nakalagay of the reproductive system. Why do we always have to focus on the reproductive system? Nakalagay dito, puberty is a time of physical and emotional change that happens as children grow and mature. Puberty occurs at different times for different people and has different effect on boys and girls' sexual and reproductive body and functions. Why do we always have to focus on sexual and reproductive functions among our children? Let me ask you a question. Without you being an employee, an official of the DepEd, Mr. Chair, would you teach this as a private person? Would you?
As a private person, no, Mr.
You
Chair.
will not, isn't
Yes,
it?
yes, sir. I need expertise to do so,
I'm saying.
Mr. Chair.
Chairman Abante, sa totoo, no, we will want to find out how the phrase, the term CSE was suddenly, who introduced it in DepEd. Kasi wala pang CSE Act. Hindi pa napapasa eh. In fact, that is subject pa to, I think, sa second reading pa lang sa Senate. So nagtataka ako kung bakit since 2018 ay meron ng CSE Act. Pero Chairman Abante, naiisip ko lang, bakit nila kung sino na nagpasok, alam niyo po bakit? Siguro to normalize the term eh. But again po, no, very dangerous po eh. That is why a bill was filed. Because the terms are very dangerous. Because pag inadopt natin lahat yan, Mr. Chair, yung mga bill na nabasa ko, meron silang tinatawag na evolving capacities of the child. Meaning, at a certain time, kahit minor ka, between ages of 15 to 18, you will no longer need parental consent. Meron pa silang term, yung mature minor doctrine. Which again, under certain circumstances, kahit minor ka, hindi mo na kailangan. They are trying to normalize the use of these words. Ang masama po doon, hindi nyo man hinintay na Congress, both the House and the Senate, deliberated on the matter. Walang problema. And then inaangguluhan nyo pa about, ang pinupush nyo lang is to prevent teenage pregnancies. We are all in that. And that is sex education, not sexuality. That's why nagtataka talaga ako. But again, we will ask that you also advise this committee when this term started, was being used in the Department of Education, who introduced this. And again, babalik po ako sa inyo nang galing to. So yung Department Order 31 na sinasabi niyong ito lang ang ginagawa, hindi po totoo yan. Because merong mga intimacy and reproduction clustering K to 3 core skills. So iba yung sinasabi po ninyo to media and to others na parang napaka-inosente pero meron kayong mga ibang issuances. So again, sana wag tayo ganito. Anyway, we want to help. We all want to resolve this issue that our learners will be given the chance talaga, full knowledge para yung mga unintended teenage pregnancies ay mabawasan. But it is not, you cannot achieve that, by not being transparent, especially to parents.
With the
Chair,
indulgence of Congressman Plato, I just would like to mention also, doon sa Section 14 ng Reproductive Health Law, nakalagay dito, the state shall provide age and development appropriate reproductive health education to adolescents. Wala nakalagay na sexuality or sex education. Now, even this law was questioned in the Supreme Court, di ba? I mean, ito bang guidelines ninyo, order number 31, ito ba'y pinapatupad pa rin, Mr. Chair, hanggang ngayon?
Yes, Your Honors.
This is unconstitutional.
Your Honors, I read the case. It's the contents of Department Order 31 are not part of those declared in the
I'm
invoked
not
case as
saying I'm not
unconstitutional.
saying, Mr. Chair, that you're part of it. What I'm saying is that you are an official of the DepEd,
Yes,
and
sir.
because of that, you know, hindi ba? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Why? Ba't to sinabing unconstitutional to? Sapagkat we uphold our Constitution, we promote morality, we preserve moral values, and we protect our youth. That is in the Constitution.
That's correct, Your Honor.
And order number 31 is highly unconstitutional. Mr. Chair, I'd like to say here that we already wrote an opposition to this Adolescent Pregnancy Protection Act and Prevention of Adolescent Pregnancy Act of the Senate Bill number 1979. But also, we would like to say, we might question this in the Supreme Court. Why? Because this is highly unconstitutional. I do not know where the former secretary got these policy guidelines on the implementation of the comprehensive sexuality education. Do you know where she got this policy guideline?
Your Honors, I do not know also, but I undertake to discover and report to the committee as soon as possible, Your Honors.
Well, Mr. Chair, that is your duty.
Yes, Your Honors.
That's your duty. How many years are you now in DepEd?
3 months, Your Honors.
3 months na siya. So Yusek Javier, you will, I guess within the week, you will be able
Yes,
to
yes.
advise this committee how CSE, despite the fact that it is not yet a law, was that this term is now widely used because sabi nyo nga, ginagamit nyo na ngayon. And but you also undertook earlier that you will suspend the use of this phrase comprehensive sexuality education because there is no basis, except of course when you come to reproductive health. Pero yung sexuality as defined, in fact, parang walang basis eh. So,
Yes, Your Honor. I will personally raise to the Execom. Anyway, Your Honors, we take our cue from the President. It's the President himself that said that it should be sex education. Yes, Your Honor.
yes. And
Mr.
also, if there were any international bodies that went to the
Mr.
Department of Education in order to introduce this term, we also want to know sino mga to para maimbita rin namin, maintindihan namin bakit nila pinipilit ito sa ating mga mag-aaral within the week.
Yes, Your Honors. I will do so, Your Honors.
Mr. Chair.
Your Honors, can I clarify one item, Your Honor, just for the record?
Yes.
The document with blue font, Your Honor, is not a document from the Department of Education. It's a document coming from one of the speakers in 2016 in Likhaan proposed minimum standard in CSE presented to DepEd during the time of Brother Armin Luistro, Your Honor. So that document is not actually from the DepEd, but
then
it's posted.
I will show you that it is posted in
Yes,
the
Your Honor.
department. Yun yung problema eh.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yusek Javier yan eh. Kasi DepEd wants to appear sa media na all that you are doing is kayo lang ang gumagawa para ma-avoid yung teenage pregnancies. Hindi totoo yun. Kami rin, gusto namin ma-avoid yan. Sa mga distrito po namin, talagang yan rin po ang champion namin. Ang problema po, yung mga linalabas po ninyo, department orders o yung mga nasa website ninyo, including this, you first denied, sabi nga nyo, hindi kayong gumawa, pero nakapost sa inyo. And 2021 pa po nakapost to after the department order. So ibig sabihin, you are at the very least tacitly endorsing it. So yun eh, wag naman again let's help each other to combat teenage pregnancies. Pero wag na singitan ng ibang mga issue because may mga issues that we don't want to take that away from the parental consent authorization of the parents. Kailangan kasama talaga. Ganun tayo mga Pilipino. The Filipino family is the strongest unit. Hindi natin sila pwedeng hiwalay. But based on, in fact po, based even on the terms, hinihiwalay po ang magulang eh. Yun yung masama eh. 15 to 18, planong para pwede mong hiwalayin under the doctrines of evolving capacities, mature minor doctrine. I don't know how, in fact, some of the government agencies who have been pushing for the CSE based on international agreements will be able to justify this to our Filipino parents na
Mr.
tinatanggalan po sila talaga ng authority.
Mr. Chair, additional-
Honorable Plato.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chair. Additional tanong lang po. Sa ating mga kaibigan sa DepEd, are we applying the UNESCO and the WHO references as it is? Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Plato.
Good
Yes?
morning. Good morning, Honorable Plato. Your Honors, no, we are not applying the standards of UNESCO. I think the confusion, Your Honors, would be from the fact that the definition of UNESCO was used in Department Order 31 and was in fact cited, but that it ends there, Your Honors. We are not implementing the UNESCO approach in itself, in its entirety, Your Honors.
Mr. Chair,
Honorable Plato, yan ang sinasabi ko eh. Yan ang problema, nino-normalize nila
Thank
eh.
you. Yeah.
Nino-normalize nila and then eventually, tinanggap na eh. So pwede yung term after 1 year, 2 years, ipapasok na nila iba. Ngayon, they will tell media later on. Wala yan. Wala yan sa ano namin. But they are now introducing UNESCO standards, international standards, which later on, sabihin nila mamaya, kasama yan sa standards. Pinaliwanag naman namin sa inyo lahat eh. That is what is unacceptable to this committee. Yes, Honorable Plato.
Yan na lang. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Yan lang.
Honorable Abante, you wanted to say something?
The fact that you call it, Mr. Chair, Comprehensive Sexuality Education, yung title na lang yan, galing na yan sa UNESCO eh. Galing na yan sa WHO, hindi naman galing sa atin yan eh. Am I right?
I tend to agree, Your Honors.
That's
Yes,
what I'm
yes.
saying. It means this. Sapagkat yung mismong title ng Comprehensive Sexuality Education Program, galing yan sa UNESCO, galing sa WHO, you're going to follow what UNESCO and WHO is telling us later on. You're going to follow it. And
Unfortunately,
don't you ever tell me now that you will not. You're going to follow it later on.
Unfortunately, Your Honors, that's the impression that is made by the use of the term sexuality. And we,
In one of your papers, the one that you that I gave Honorable Castro that came from you, tingnan po ninyo, ang basis ninyo is the UNESCO. Sinulat niyo na po eh. And by the way, ang Senior Education Program Specialist, Curriculum Standards Development Division, Bureau of Curriculum Development, DepEd Central Office, part yun ng DepEd.
that's correct, Your Honors.
Well, this person is the one that gave it out. I will show it to you para hindi naman magkapahiyaan.
Opo.
Pero this is the person that actually part ng DepEd eh.
Your Honors, in fact, after the executive committee held recently, that's part of the directive for us to review that document,
Yes,
including
but
the references, Your Honor.
you told me that what I showed you was not part of DepEd. Siya ang gumawa, taga DepEd. So, yun ang problema eh. I can show you para hindi naman magkapahiya. You can
Yes,
come
Your-
over, I can show you the name.
Yes,
You
Your
can-
Honor.
Sunod-sunod, from the back. Sino yung mga nasa likod na bumubulong sa inyo na hindi totoo yung sinabi ko na part ito ng DepEd? Sino? I mean, eto, you can flip through it. DepEd, Senior Education Program Specialist, Curriculum Standards Development Division, Bureau of Curriculum Development, DepEd Central Office sa taga DepEd eh. Yes, Yusik Javier.
Your Honor, that document came from us, but the source document is a presentation coming from a third party, Your Honor.
Correct, but you adopted it. Kasi nasa ano na niya eh, nasa ano niyo na eh.
It would appear, Your Honor. I
Yes,
cannot deny that, Your Honor.
pati yung mga nagbubulong sa likod, huwag nyo pinapalabas nandito ang media, papalabasin ninyo na fake news. Ito, it's right here. Kasi gusto ninyo palabasin na ang ginagawa nyo lang is DepEd Order 31 na pag pinakita parang napakasimple. But actually, may iba kayong issuances eh, which complicate the matter. which normalize niyo yung CSE, which is not yet an approved, wala pa hong CSE Act.
Your Honor, we undertake to review even those that are posted in the website, Your Honor.
Yes.
We'll do so, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Anyway, Mr. Chair, we already submitted our statement of opposition with indignation to the Department of Education. We just would like to ask Yusek Javier to inform the good secretary who were with us during our time as congressman here that we already submitted our opposition to this. No, and also I would like to submit to you also our opposition to the CSE program and the bill.
We'll do so, Congressman Abante.
Mr. Chair, ito yan eh. I think it's not preventing teenage pregnancy. Dapat. I think it is preventing teenage promiscuity. Because if you prevent teenage promiscuity, you prevent teenage pregnancy. Oo. Pag teenage pregnancy lang ang pag-uusapan natin, syempre, ituturo nyo na lahat ng contraceptives. Ituturo nyo na lahat ng mga bagay that will prevent pregnancy. But if the focus of your attention is preventing teenage promiscuity, hindi nyo na kinakailangan pang turuan gumamit ng contraceptive pills eh. Hindi nyo na kinakailangan turuan pang gumamit ng condom eh. That is what we should do. We should not follow the ideology of Western countries because we are quite different in culture and religiosity. That is what I'm trying to say, Mr. Chair.
Sige nga, bago tayo mawala, ano bang ibig sabihin ng how does DepEd define sex and sexuality? Why did you use the word comprehensive sexuality education? Ano ang intindi ng DepEd sa term na sexuality? Is it the same as sex? Let me guide you lang po, no? Yung nakita namin, again, yung nakita namin, sexuality is defined as a core dimension of being human, which includes the understanding of and relationship to the human body, emotional attachment and love, sex, gender identity, sexual orientation, sexual intimacy, pleasure, and reproduction. Again, sa DepEd, ano ang definition po ninyo? Ano yung ginagamit nyo when you are now implementing comprehensive sexuality education? How do you define sexuality?
Your Honor, may I be allowed to refer to Department Order 31? Department Order 31 defined sex and sexuality. Sex is defined in Department Order 31. It refers to characteristic at birth, whether one is born male or female. Sexuality is defined as the total.
What did you say? Please, slowly.
Yes, Your Honors. Sex refers to the characteristic at birth, whether one is born male or female. Your Honors. For sexuality, it is the totality of personhood encompassing the 5 components, namely sex, sexual orientation, gender, and sexual identities, values, and attitudes. It goes beyond mere physical expressions and sexual organs. Yes, Your Honor. It goes beyond mere physical expressions and sexual organs.
Meaning, because ito po, yung binigay nyo sa amin, Section Department Order 31, Comprehensive Sexuality Education, ang basis po ninyo ay UNESCO talaga. Di ba? UNESCO. So, any term of sexuality by UNESCO eventually, that will be adopted.
As currently worded in Department Order 31, Your Honors.
Correct. So, yung binanggit ko, kung yan na ngayon ang definition ng sexuality, what do all those terms have to do with teenage pregnancy?
Mr. Chair, nakalagay dito sa definition of terms ng Order 31, number 31, on the comprehensive sexuality education. Nakalagay yung UNESCO 2009. Therefore, you have adopted the guidelines of the UNESCO on this. And don't you ever tell me that you will not. Inadapt nyo na eh. All right?
Implementing, hindi nagka-red flag sa inyo na i-check muna kung ano ibig sabihin ng CSE. Who influenced DepEd? Yan within the week, we want to know even the international agreements, international bodies that went to DepEd that have been influencing you on this matter. Before we proceed, may I also acknowledge the presence of the chairperson of the Committee on Health, the gentleman from the Lone District of Batanes, the Honorable June B. Gato Jr., and of course, a gentleman from the 6th District of Bulacan, the Honorable Salvador Plato.
Yes, Your Honor, we will also include that in our report.
Yes.
Who visited DepEd, Your Honor.
And sino mga kausap ng DepEd na influence kayo na i-adopt yung term kahit wala pa tayong CSE Act? Wala na bumubulong.
None, Your Honor, at the moment. I'll just undertake to submit the report, Your Honor.
Yes. And please.
Mr. Chair, may I highly suggest
Yes.
that the DepEd may I highly suggest that the DepEd finally rescind the order number 31 because we will go to the Supreme Court to declare and ask the Supreme Court to declare this unconstitutional. Bago yon, Mr. Chair, I would like to advise the DepEd to rescind order number 31.